Hello and welcome to this short little video where we are going to look at some of the key words from the 1000 book of TOEIC vocabulary. Okay, and our topic in this little video is sales. We're going to look at a key word from the area of sales. Okay, and our key word today is contract. Contract. Now, when you are pronouncing this word, you must be very careful that you clearly pronounce contract. Okay, contract. So, if we have a look here, you can see all the key vocabulary from the book that we can use for this topic of sales. Okay, so let's have a look and see what this says. Successful sales depend on a well-crafted strategy that aligns the product and service with the needs of the client or customer. Whether the deal involves cash, credit, or consignment, the price, offer, and discount must be tailored to attract interest and meet the target. Effective negotiation plays a key role in finalizing the contract, clarifying the terms of payment, delivery, and potential delay. Each order is followed by an invoice, ensuring transparency in the transaction, while highlighting key features of the product or service. A smooth sales process not only closes the sale, but also builds trust and loyalty, making future deals easier and more efficient. Okay, so these are some of the words, these are all the words from the book that you can use to talk about or write about sales. Okay, now let's have a look at the word partnership table for this word contract. Okay, now if you look here, you can see all the most frequent verbs that we use before contract in a sentence. Okay, and the verbs that we have here are negotiate, draw up, and sign. They have the same meaning. Then we have win and secure and award to NP, award contract to NP. And then we have renew. Okay, in this group here we have the verbs fulfill, honor, and follow. Then we have enforce a contract, break a contract, and terminate or cancel. All right. Now, in this column here, we have the most frequent adjectives that we can use before contract in a sentence. And the adjectives are terms of the, don't forget here we have a S, terms of the contract. Then we have all these words here to describe different kinds of contract: fixed term, open-ended, short-term, and long-term. Okay, here we have a number and then we have years. So a 10-year contract or a 5-year contract. So this represents the number. And then we have a new and a written contract. Okay, now over here we have the verbs which are used after contract in a sentence. So for these verbs, contract will be the subject of the sentence. Okay, and the verbs that we have here are run, expire, and run out. And then we have specify, state, and stipulate. Now notice that you can use NP or VP after these verbs. And then we have cover, ja NP. Okay, so these are all the other words that we can use with the word contract. Let's look at some examples. Do you think they will renew our contract when it runs out? So here we've got renew, and then here we've got when it runs out. So here you can see it means contract, and it is the subject of this verb, runs out. If you do not fulfill the written contract, then we shall be forced to cancel it. Okay, so we've got fulfill, okay, and then we've got the written contract, then we shall be forced to cancel it. And one more. The new contract states the delivery periods. Please refer to it. So here we have the new contract, and then we have states the delivery periods. And the delivery periods, this is a NP, all right? So the new contract states the delivery periods. Please refer to it. All right, so these are all the words that we can use, one particular word that we've looked at to talk about sales. Okay, that's it for this little video. Thank you for watching. Hello, and welcome to this short little video where we are going to look at some of the key words from the 1,000 word book of the TOEIC book. And we're looking at the topic of sales, right? Many of the words in the book can be used to talk about or write about sales. And our key word in this video is customer. Okay, customer. We're going to look at how to use this word customer. But first, let's have a look at some of the other words which we can use for the topic of sales. And if you look here, you can see all the key vocabulary that we can take from the book and use in this topic of talking about sales. So let's have a look and see what this says. In the world of sales, building trust with the customer or client is essential to securing a successful deal. A strong strategy involves presenting the product with clear features, offering a competitive price, and being flexible with payment options such as cash, credit, or even consignment. Timely delivery is crucial, as any delay can harm the relationship and impact future orders. Offering a discount or a special offer during the negotiation phase can help close the sale, while a clear invoice and a solid contract ensure that all the terms are understood. Ultimately, consistent service and meeting targets are what turn one-time buyers into loyal clients. So you can see here all the words which come from the book that we can use for talking about this topic of sales. Okay, let's have a look at our keyword customer in more detail, and we have here a word partnership table for all for this word customer. Now, if you look here, you can see all the key frequently used verbs that we use in a sentence before the noun. Okay, and the verbs are approach, have, get, and attract, keep, and retain, lose, satisfy, and serve. Okay, and then in this column we have all the frequent adjectives that we can use with customer, different kinds of customer. Potential, prospective. Prospective means possible or future customer. Then we have new, existing, and then we have these words here for satisfied, loyal, and valued. And don't forget that you need to pronounce the ED, valued. Then we have private and corporate, regular or major, and overseas. And please don't forget to use the S. In Taiwan, everybody always says oversea. 可是这个不样子，就不对了，应该用 S, overseas. Okay? Now here we can see a lot of word partnerships, specifically with the word customer. We've got customer satisfaction, customer base, customer care, customer complaint, customer support, and customer service. So these are frequent word partnerships that you can use together with customer. All right, let's look at some example sentences. Customer care is really important to our reputation, so we have lots of satisfied customers. So we have lots of satisfied customers. Okay? All right, another example. Giving great customer support helps us to retain our customers. And we have retain our customers. All right, and one more example sentence. We need to get some new customers, to extend our customer base. Otherwise, we will not be able to meet our sales targets. All right, so you can see here all the words that we use for talking about sales. Okay, thank you very much for watching.